So hi, I'm Kato-san, and welcome to a Scrubs Guide to Streaming. This will be an honest look on how to stream, basic setups and guides, reasons for streaming, and I'm not saying this is going to get you views. I'm not saying this is going to make you fucking mad money. This is literally going to be I want to make it enjoyable for you, so you stick at it and you find your own brand. Because once you're more comfortable with doing stuff like this, you will find a way to be more productive with it and start doing fancy things like making your own graphics or figuring out cool schedules, connecting with other people. But that's something we'll get into throughout the series because this will be a series. This first video is just going to be an introduction on how I got to where I am. So, as previously said, I'm Kato-san. I'm a variety streamer from Scotland, full of chaotic energy. Don't really do one-on-one things very well, so we're going to just wing it and see what happens. I've spent the last 5 years creating my own brand. I was asked by some of my community members if I could do this series because people seem to like what I do, and if I can help you out, that's the end goal. So it'll be a multi-part series. We'll go through basic setups and like programs, hardware, software, ways to talk to like dead chat and things like that. If you have other suggestions, come into my Discord, drop it in the suggestion box, and it'll be topics we discuss. We might possibly have guests who will also talk about this with me, who are also content creators. So this might be a good way for you to meet more of us. But to begin with, we're going to talk about my experience and why I got into streaming. So I was in a bad place when I started streaming. Relationship went south. I was overworked. I lost the enjoyment of gaming, which, as you can tell, is a huge part of me. Has been for a very long time since I was a wee lad, and I totally stopped. All I'd done was I worked, went home, watched streams, went to bed, got up, went to work, came back, watched streams. That was it. The only company I had was my cat. My original reaction for streaming was like, oh man, these guys look like they're having fun. It'd be really cool if I could do something like that. But I was like, I can't do anything like that. I don't have the chops for it, we'll say. But I spent a lot of time watching these guys communicating in different chats. By the way, that is super important. If you want to be streaming, be involved in other people's communities. Doesn't have to be on the stream. It can be in their discords. It can be on their social media. But like, be involved. It helps. But I was talking. I was in a guy's stream at like fucking 3 o'clock in the morning my time. 3, 4 o'clock. I was watching a streamer called Goobers515. Wonderful person. He's linked below. He's the reason I'm doing this. Essentially, the reason that I am a streamer now. But I was watching his content. I'd normally chat. He does like Dark Souls and things like that. Big, huge thing for me. So I was like, oh yeah, cool. Guy's got energy for days. His community have a laugh. They're so interactive. Man, I wish I could be half the streamer this dude is. And it kind of stream started, took a different tone than usual. There was a lot more buzz, and I was unsure what was happening. And this dude turns around and goes, oh yeah, this year's event is about to start, so we're looking for sign-ups. And I was like, what the hell's he talking about? And he comes out with this thing called Metal Meal Meltdown. Now, this was a charity event that I have participated in since, but it is you. Listen to rock music, cook food, and raise money for charity. Now, it's St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, a fantastic charity. They're great. Again, I'll link them below because they do. I'm working with them again in the future because I'll be doing more Metal Meal Meltdowns. Now, I just made a offhand comment where I was like, man, I'd love to be able to do something like this. I just don't have the ability to stream. And this creator has the audacity to turn around and go, why not? Why can't you? I was like, I don't have the things for it. I can't. And he was like, oh well, hey, we'll see how you are next year. I'd happily get you involved because at this point I was a known name in the chat because I was chatting quite active in his chat. And he was like, "We'll see what happens next year." And he just got me thinking, why not? Why don't I stream? Like, it would get me back into gaming. I'd be able to, like, possibly meet people. I would be able to participate in this event, which is, like, the idea of it sounds ridiculous. And it was such a huge deal to me. And I was like, oh, God, man, why don't I? Why don't I do this thing? So a couple of months went past, and I was like planning it, talking to a few of my friends. I was like, "Hey, I'm thinking about doing Twitch streams. I'm thinking about doing this thing. It'll be quite interesting, right? See how it goes. Like, I want to be able to do something, and if I can do some good on it, then perfect." And yeah, little did I know it became a big part of my life, and it's something I cannot show enough gratitude for. Half the reason I'm doing these videos, I want to try and repay some of that back. But it was like a few months later, I had basic setup, very basic, low quality camera. I had a one box Alienware computer that I'd got like fifth hand or something. And I think I went live with something like Destiny 2. And it was just a very basic setup. I had pre made assets. And I was just like, hey guys, talking to my friends, hey, so would you mind popping by? Like, just so I've got someone to chat to. It means we can hang out in a call or something like that. And we could just chill out. I think it was around the days when Discord was just starting to become a thing. And I honestly, for the first one that she streams, I kind of tried to avoid interacting with the chat because it freaked me out. I had so much stress, I got a bunch of anxiety issues, but it's another reason why I was streaming. I was like, I need to not be so anxious. I need to be able to talk to people. I need to do something more directly connecting with others because I like meeting new people. I like being social. And at the start, it was quite slow. But hey, these things do take time. But I had people pop in and out depending on the game I was playing, and I was like, this is kind of fun. I kind of like it. It gives me an excuse to play games again, and I get to meet the occasional person. This will be cool. I'll meet a few people, and then I'll sign up to this event when it comes round. I wonder how I can get my name out there, maybe grow the channel, see if I can maybe do more with it, and then I can actually try and do more for this charity when Metal Meal Meltdown comes round. And then it comes round. Goobers was like, you've told me you've been streaming. Why's your name not up there? And I was like, alright, fine. Okay, everyone's buzzing in his chat, and they're like, yeah, go for it, let's go, I've dropped by, you seem to be having fun with it, jump in. So I did. I signed up for it. That shit changed my life. I was not prepared. Not just because I'd done something like that, which was completely out of my comfort zone. It's the fact that I was doing something that was involved in such a bigger picture. That totally changed my perspective on things. So the day of the stream comes round, I was actually streaming in a friend's kitchen because my kitchen at the time was a tiny small corridor. And I was like, hey, can I borrow your kitchen so I can cook some dumb food? And I had my friend, who people will know from my channel, Kitsune, they joined me on that stream, and it was wild. We made spicy cake and spicy cauliflower wings and stuff like that, and it was mad. I ate way too much spicy stuff. It was hilarious. Great incentives. I have met now many people that I now consider good friends because of that event. A couple of them are IRL. They are friends that I now know that are local to me, and they're the nicest people on the planet. And afterwards, Goobers and his whole community were like, "You absolutely rocked that! Like, you've definitely got the energy and the chops to like keep this going. Keep going. You're having fun. We can tell." And I did, and a lot has came from that. It's became a thing where like I have now met a lot of my friends from online. I've met some fantastic creators. I've met them IRL when I went to TwitchCon. I met my wife because I streamed. Like, it escalated. Now, this was just a little backstory on how I got to what I do now. As streaming has become such a huge part of my life because of Goobers and his community, I want to repay that favor and try and inspire some of yous and help it make it easier for you to break into the streamerverse, because this stuff it's not the easiest. But see, if you're having fun, your numbers don't matter. Like, I have made some of the best connections I will ever make in my life because of streaming, and it's because I enjoy what I do. Now, with these videos coming up, I'm just going to try and give you very simple and like setups of this is how you can set up OBS, like basic. This is how you can set up assets. This is where you can get basic assets for cheap if you want to spend a little bit of money on it. This is hardware situations that you can do, because there's a lot to cover in each of these subjects, but this will be a running series. If you want to add more, jump in our Discord, which will also be linked below. Jump it in the tutorials, and it'll be a question we can answer. As I said, we might have guests. If we have guests, this thing will be really helpful for a bunch of yous, because I just want to inspire you to hopefully have the same experience I have. And it doesn't matter. Like, I don't. The numbers are not what counts. It's the fact that I can inspire some of yous to do some of this stuff and just enjoy yourself, because there's nothing better than just enjoying your time. So, yeah. I'll be talking about all the different things. I'll be setting up, and like, I want to go through what's most important for creators starting out, and what you can expect or what you should expect from streaming. But again, I'll be there to help you along the way. So I know this is a bit of a weird video, but until next time, scrub up, and I will see you soon. Bye, guys.